Welcome to the best racing channel in the world. We got Bowman Gray Stadium racing coverage and the TCW and post race show. Burt Myers wins. Welcome to the Charlie Warren Network, the best racing channel in the world.
This is Burt Myers.
And this is Brandon Ward. You're watching the Charlie Warren Network.
And what's up, best racing channel in the world? We are back for another video here on the Charlie Warren Network. And today we're going over the 2023 to 2024 NFL playoffs. The road to Super Bowl 58. It's been a wild season. As you can see there, the Detroit Lions with the number 3 seed. And we'll get into that, how far they're going to go in the playoffs here in just a moment. But we're going to go ahead and we're honestly just going to go ahead and jump right in. We're going to start off on the AFC side of things. You can now see the brackets right here. And we're just going to go ahead and start with the AFC. So as you can see, Baltimore Ravens, they have the number 1 seed, so they get the bye. They are starting in the divisional round, so we're not going to talk about them. However, we are going to go over the number 2 Buffalo Bills going up against the number 7 seed Pittsburgh Steelers. This is an easy pick for me. I'm going with the Buffalo Bills. They've got a little bit of a hot streak here recently. So yeah, I think they're going to go through Pittsburgh pretty easily. Now we're going to go ahead and get into what could quite possibly be the best matchup in the wild card round. That is the number 3 Kansas City Chiefs. As you can see, I'm a Chiefs fan. The number 3 Kansas City Chiefs going up against the number 6 Miami Dolphins, and I really hate this because these are definitely my 2 favorite teams in the NFL. Obviously, the Chiefs will have the number 1 seed, but listen to me, Chiefs Nation. We don't have any wide receivers. We don't have anybody that can catch the ball, and Miami does. They got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. With that being said, I think that the Miami Dolphins are going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the wild card round of the playoffs. And a little bit of disclaimer, this is actually the first time I'm actually predicting Kansas City to lose in the playoffs. If we go back to the last 2 years I've done this video, I picked Kansas City to actually win it all both times. When it's all said and done, I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs, and I don't believe they're going to be able to pull it off. Kansas City wins the Super Bowl in Arizona. So, yeah, I don't think Kansas City's going to win it this year. But, yeah, I think Miami's going to beat Kansas City. In Arrowhead, that is going to be a tough game for Miami, but I think they might have a little bit of juice to pull it out. Now, let's go ahead and get into the last game for the AFC wildcard round. That will be the number 5 Cleveland Browns heading down, I guess we technically should say, to Houston to take on the number 4 Texans. Surprising to see them here. I'm pretty sure this is the first time I've done these playoff predictions, and that they're here in the hunt in the playoffs. So, congratulations, Houston. But anyway, number 4 Texans, number 5 Browns. I'm going to go ahead and pick the Texans. I think C.J. Stroud, he's in a good position right now to win himself a playoff game. The Browns, they're good, but they're just not quite there quite yet. I don't think they're there with the Texans. So I do believe that Houston goes on to beat Cleveland in the AFC wildcard round. Now, as we head over to the NFC side of things, we have the number 1 San Francisco 49ers have had a dominant season. They did have a little bit of a cold streak there, I believe, right there out of getting out of the halfway point and get into the second half of the season. But they was able to secure the number 1 seed. So first, I guess we'll talk about the number 2 Dallas Cowboys and the number 7 Green Bay Packers. You can call me crazy all you want to, but listen, it's the Cowboys. I'm going with the number 7 Green Bay Packers. I'm picking the Packers to go down to Dallas and beat the Cowboys because they are honestly not that great. They was probably better this year than last year, but the Packers, I believe, the Packers are a good team. The Packers are a good wild card team. So I think the Packers are just a tiny bit better than the Cowboys. I believe Jordan Love is, with a couple years under Rodgers and a couple years of experience, he's going to be probably one of the best in the league. So obviously, I guess you could call it his rookie year if you want to say it, but his first year as a starter is technically not his rookie year. But he's been a decent quarterback. I mean, shoot, he led his Packers to the wild card round, so I'd say that's pretty good for a rookie quarterback that doesn't really, kind of like the Chiefs, don't really have any good receivers at his core. So, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pick the Packers to move on. Okay, next game, we have the number 3 Detroit Lions going up against the number 6 Los Angeles Rams. How in the world? I don't know what in the world's going on in Detroit right now, but I can tell you one thing, they must be feeling good because they made them, not only did they make the playoffs, but they also won the NFC North, which has the Green Bay Packers in that division, and the Minnesota Vikings, which were mad. They're a mad team right now. But anyway, number 3 Detroit going up against number 6 Los Angeles. Give me the Lions. The Lions are honestly probably one of the best teams in the NFC. The Rams, they're not there. They are, they won the Super Bowl a couple years ago, and they still haven't really got back from that yet. So, yeah, the Rams, they're old too. That's another thing. They're an old team, and I just don't see the Rams moving on, especially against this team. This Detroit Tigers, Detroit Lions team is really good. So, I'm picking Detroit to beat the Rams. So, next game we have the number 4 Tampa Bay Buccaneers going up against the number 5 Philadelphia Eagles. Anyway, the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, man, the Eagles stink. They're not going to fly, and we're going to be saying, cry, Eagles, cry after this matchup. I believe the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to win against the Philadelphia Eagles. They are hitting rock bottom right now as far as the Philadelphia Eagles are concerned. I don't know what's going on with this team. I don't know if it's the fact that the Eagles was paying the rest at the start of the season and they wasn't at the second half of the season. I don't know what's going on, but Philly is terrible right now, and I mean terrible. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to beat Philadelphia Eagles. All right, so that's it for the wild card round. We're now going to go over to the divisional round of the playoffs. So the first game we're going to go ahead and go over is the Baltimore Ravens playing the Miami Dolphins. And look, you can call me crazy all you want to, but I'm picking the Miami Dolphins to beat the Baltimore Ravens in this game. Now, call me crazy. Look, put it down in the comments. You are the dumbest person that's ever lived on the face of the earth. But listen to me. Lamar Jackson is not the answer at quarterback. These dual threat quarterbacks are just not the way to go, in my opinion. And Lamar Jackson has proved in the past that he's not been that great in the playoffs. I know he's probably got the number 1 defense in the league behind him. But listen, I don't know if this is going to work. Because look, Miami is coming out here with vengeance. They are coming out here with vengeance. I believe Tua is really going to clean up his game. And I just believe that they're going to beat the Ravens. Y'all can talk crap all you want. But I would have never guessed last year in the AFC divisional round. I honestly wonder how many people thought that the Bengals were going to beat the Bills. Listen, I'm not saying that this is going to be a repeat and say I told you so. But listen, this is playoff football. I know it's not as crazy as baseball, but anything can happen in January football. So that's just the way I see it. You can brag on, you can just tear me up in the comments all you want to. But look, that's just how I see it. Now we got the Buffalo Bills going up against the Houston Texans. I'm going to pick Buffalo here. Buffalo is a pretty good team right now. And I'm just going to go ahead and pick them over the Houston Texans here. Like I said before, Houston is good. C.J. Stroud is looking pretty promising, but this is just not his year. Not really his team. He's got some good weapons here and there, but it's just not Houston's year. So I'm picking Buffalo Bills to go into the AFC Championship to face their division rival, Miami Dolphins. Now I hit the wrong button. Now we're going to go ahead and head over to the NFC side of the divisional round of the playoffs. We got the number 1 San Francisco 49ers. Playing the number 7 seeded Green Bay Packers. San Francisco. Come on, guys. It's kind of funny because I think was it a couple years ago I said that Green Bay was no question going to beat the 49ers in the divisional round, and it was the other way around. Okay, first time Green Bay. Come on now. There's no way the 49ers are going to beat the Green Bay Packers. So this time is going to be, San Francisco is going to come through again and win this time. I don't think Green Bay's going to win this. I don't think it's going to be even really that close. San Francisco has just been rolling. They had, like I said earlier, a little bit of a cold streak there, about middle to second half of the season. But I do believe that they're going to overcome that in the playoffs, and they are heading to the NFC Championship. So, I have that. So, now, we have the number 3 Detroit Lions facing off against the number 4 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Looky here. Tampa Bay's been decent this year. They've shot, 9-8, and you made it to the divisional round and facing a good team. I'm going with the Detroit Lions. To be honest, I cannot believe I'm saying them words. I'm predicting that the Detroit Tigers again. Detroit Lions are going all the way to the NFC Championship to face the San Francisco 49ers. That is absolutely crazy. I can't believe I'm even saying that. But Detroit, they're just going to keep doing what they've been doing all year, winning, finding a way to win, and being good. So that's what's going to happen. Now we got a conference weekend. The final 4 teams in the NFL playoffs, to me, are the Buffalo Bills, Miami Dolphins, San Francisco 49ers, and Detroit Lions. Yeah, make sure I say it right this time. Detroit Lions, not the Tigers. Man, this ain't baseball, Charlie. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into this. We got the AFC. I guess we'll go ahead and do the AFC Championship. So, Buffalo Bills, they are playing in Buffalo, obviously, and Miami is, look, this is the best offense in the NFL. I don't care who you are this time. Now, I understand Buffalo is a good team. Don't get me wrong. Buffalo is a good team, but I don't see it happening this time. I think the Miami Dolphins are heading to Super Bowl 58 to face the NFC champions. So, I think it's going to be close. And see, that's the thing. Also, in Miami, what was it? I believe it was last week. Yeah, last week, Miami lost to Buffalo in Miami. But Tua is going to clean it up. I know he had a rough game. I think he had 2 interceptions. I know he had one. He had one right there at the end of the game that ended the game. But I think Tua's going to clean it up, and I think they're going to beat the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship. And this would be, if these predictions are right, if Kansas City gets beat, period, before the AFC Championship, that would end a streak of about, I believe, maybe 6 straight AFC Championships or something like that. I just want to mention that and brag on my Chiefs over there, although we're going to lose in the AFC wildcard round in my eyes. But, yeah, that's how I see it. So, Miami Dolphins, AFC champions, they are heading to Super Bowl 58. Now, the NFC side, man, what a San Francisco 49ers versus the Cinderella Detroit Lions. I hate to do this to Detroit, but I gotta go with the San Francisco 49ers. They are just too good. Their defense is too good. Their defense has returned to what they was a few years ago when they played the Kansas City Chiefs in Super Bowl 54. Their defense is just as good then. Just as good as it was last year. Honestly, probably should have made the Super Bowl last year if Brock Purdy wouldn't have got hurt. That would have happened. But anyway, yeah, that's how I see it. But yeah, I'm picking the San Francisco 49ers to beat the Detroit Lions in the NFC Championship. I kind of hate it for Lions fans because, to be honest, I would like to see that too. Imagine the Detroit Lions in the Super Bowl. That would be crazy. But I just don't see that. So, Super Bowl 58, I see that San Francisco 49ers versus the Miami Dolphins. And look, right, defense wins championships. I just don't think Miami's quite got the firepower to get it done. I think the San Francisco 49ers end up getting the job done and winning Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas, Nevada. So, that's pretty much it for that. Super Bowl 58, I believe it's going to be a good game between Miami and San Francisco, but I just don't think Miami, like I said, has the firepower to get the job done. That's pretty much all I got for you guys in this video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. You don't forget to go check out SNR Talks. I think we're supposed to have a episode tonight. So yeah, be sure to go check it out. I can't remember. I don't know what time it's going to be out. Who knows with Quran, because he's always being slow and everything, but supposedly, as of right now, we're supposed to have an episode tonight. So, y'all go check it out. I believe it's with Billy and Nate Gregg. So, yeah, y'all go check it out. So, yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. God bless. Peace out. I'm gone. We'll see you next time. As the 20-some Touring Modified Champion, Burt Myers, he asks YouTube.
If you haven't subscribed to Charlie Warren's YouTube videos, go ahead and do that now.